For the love of God, come in, all of you, and shut that ruddy door behind you. I wasn't born in a field. Welcome. Welcome to my neighbors, Larry and Malcolm. Welcome to the delightful Felicity. And welcome to... And what? For the love of God.
Watcher.
Davie, what in God's name have you done to yourself?
I've shaved me head, haven't I?
Cripes, Davie, I can see that. You remind me of E.T. Yep, you're the spitting image of E.T.
Nah, Dougie. Nah, I'm Uncle Fester. You know, Uncle Fester from the Addams family.
Davie, have you ever had family that denounce you, then turn over in their graves? Now then, Felicity, let's talk about your fancy dress. Now, I get the witch's hat, I get the witch's broom, but really, a short leather skirt, black stockings, and jackboots. What do you think this is? An audition for the Hitler Youth?
But Douglas, you told me that you liked...
So Larry, I can see you've splashed out on a Halloween costume. What have you come dressed as?
Now I've come dressed as a blood-sucking bat. I'll suck your blood. Until you're dry, I'll take everything you've got. I'll even make you cry.
Bloody hell, Larry. Very poetic. You remind me of my ex-wife. Now, over to other interesting neighbor, Malcolm. Well, Malcolm, I see you've come dressed as a Halloween skeleton.
No, Dougie. It's just me, Malcolm. Just wearing my Y-fronts and my old issued combat boots.
Lord help us! You're going out for the evening dressed only in your skiddies. Tell me, what does your wife think of you parading about in your undercrappers?
She left me last week. She ran away with Abdul, the bloke who works at the local abattoir.
Lord, give me strength. Now then, moving on quickly, so we can get started for our listeners to sink their teeth into the meat of this show. Have we all decided which pub we are drinking in tonight?
I wish you'd all hurry up and decide. I'm dying for a smoke.
Felicity, I've told you before, you can smoke when and wherever you like, but may I suggest you save the blue-veined Havana for later?
Why don't we go to the Fox and Hounds?
Why is it called the Fox and Hounds when we all live in the centre of an industrialised town?
I'll give you a clue. The landlady's nickname is Fergie. She's got a great mop of ginger hair, and the lads are always sniffing around her.
So you've been there before?
Don't be daft. I prefer brunettes.
Oh, Dougie.
Personally, I prefer drinking indoors.
With a face like that, I'm not surprised.
You could all come round to mine for drinks if you like.
Shikes, a drink around your gaff? The last time I got invited for a drink around your place, you offered me a snowball and a cheese-end pickled onion on a stick. No thanks, Malcolm. I don't think that I can cope with your unbounded generosity.
We could all stay here and drink cans of beer through a straw.
Davie, leave the thinking to me.
What about the Green Dragon?
I've told you, love. Keep my wife out of this. Nah, I've made my mind up. We are going drinking down the Rose and Crown.
The Rose and Crown?
Yep, the Rose and Crown. Terry, the terrier man, owes me 20 quid. And he's also promised to buy the first round. Okay, you lot, let's be getting on with the ruddy show on the road. Drinking time's a wasting. Okay, Davie, my lad, get the ball rolling, will you?
Okay, boss. Here we go. All right, you lot. It's Dave here. Your Cockney safety marshal and part-time exorcist, making sure you don't defend your haunted house like a contestant on Britain's Got No Talent. Number 1, if your home security plan involves a beware of the dog sign, and the only thing you've got is a hamster called Colin who's currently possessed by Beelzebub, you might need to rethink your strategy. Number 2, as always, there's more bad language in this episode than a poltergeist at a plumbing convention. Stick the kids in the garden or let them learn the sort of phrases that'll get them expelled. Number 3. Nothing here is actual legal advice. If you wallop a ghost, ghoul, or burglar with a shovel because you heard it on this show, that's on you, sunshine. Now light your pumpkin candles, bolt the cellar door, and strap in. Dougie's about to teach you home defense against the living and the dead. And last time that happened, he ended up banned from 3 B&Qs, a Wicks and 1 spiritualist church. So come on, run that tune.
Welcome to Proper Prepper FM, broadcasting live from the middle of nowhere, with nothing but a whiskey, a dodgy microphone, and far too much free time. This is the show where sarcasm is currency, duct tape is gold, and your host is, well, Dougie. So get comfy and lower your expectations, because here comes another half hour of whatever this is supposed to be.
Lock the doors, turn on the lights and hide from the trick-or-treaters, and welcome back to Proper Prepper FM, the only prepping show where your host once chased a burglar and a ghost down the street wearing nothing but a tactical dressing gown and one flip-flop. I'm your host, Dougie MacPrep, former bouncer, current fence inspector, and Scotland's only man banned from 3 B&Qs for shovel-related hauntings. Tonight, we're talking home defense for the mildly possessed. Not your usual burglars. Oh no, I'm talking the weird knocks, the creaky floorboards, the cold spot in your hallway that smells faintly of disappointment and cheese. When the grid goes down, society collapses, and your Alexa starts speaking Latin backwards. You'll wish you had more than a motion sensor and a can of Fabries. So let's get on to Doogie's mini rant, the wrong way to defend your haunted house. Here's the top 5 most useless defenses I've seen this spooky season. A crucifix made out of IKEA pencils, a motion sensor that screams when a moth flies past, fake CCTV that doesn't work, but has googly eyes glued to it, pumpkin lanterns left inside the house, congratulations, you've summoned a fire hazard, and finally a baseball bat next to the bed. That's where the ghost already is, mate. You've armed them. What you need are layers of protection, like an onion that's been blessed by a priest and smells faintly of WD-40. Doogie's realistic spook-proof. Security layers. Perimeter deterrence. Keep them out before they float in. Thorn bushes, gravel paths, and a sign that says haunted and armed. Entry denial, reinforced locks, cold iron on the windows, and salt lines by the door. Noise and chaos. Whether it's a real alarm or a hidden Bluetooth speaker playing Gregorian chants, noise keeps both burglars and banshees confused. Close quarters persuasion. If they make it inside, have a plan. Legal, safe, and slightly unhinged. Escape and fall back. Always know where your bolt hole is, preferably one without mirrors. And here we go again. Our interview slot, guest interview. Today is the man with the moat of blood. Joining us tonight is Gaz, 44, from Milton Keynes, self-described urban castle enthusiast, and the only man in Britain who's built a moat filled with red-dyed pond water. Gaz, you absolute maniac, welcome.
Cheers, Dougie. This time of year, I fill it with red dye, a fog machine, and some old Halloween props. Keeps the kids and burglars well away.
So, basically, you've made a blood moat?
Yep. Works a treat, except when it rains. Looks like someone's murdered a clown in my garden.
Beautiful. Nothing says prepared homeowner like scaring the Amazon driver into early retirement. That's fantastic, Gaz. That was great, short and sweet. Almost gave me a blood rush. Get the pub location of Davie, and we'll see you down the Crown. Before we crack on with those emails, let's get the sponsor sorted, can't forget. Otherwise, I get none of those Welsh cakes. Welsh cakes look more like run-over scones.
When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? At the Bug Out Shop, we've got everything you need to prepare for emergencies, adventures, and the unknown. From survival gear and water purification to bug out bags and tools, trusted kit for real preparedness. Don't wait for the crisis to come to you. Get to thebugout.co.uk today and get prepared. Your survival starts here, and you can use promo code PPFM01 for a 10% discount on your next purchase.
You've got an email, ding ding. You've got an email, ding ding. I said, you've got an email, ding ding.
Alright, enough haunting the airwaves. Time for my favorite bit. Right then, here we go. our listener emails. Locks, loons, and loud noises, Halloween edition. Email 1, Sarah, 38, Doncaster. I replaced my doorbell sound with a blood-curdling scream. Now, I can't tell if someone's here or if I'm under attack. Sarah, that's not home defense. That's how horror movies start. Email 2, Clive, 52, Norwich. My Alexa now screams, "Begone," whenever motion's detected. Postman's never been back. Good lad. You've officially weaponized customer service. Email 3, Pricey, over 50, getting old you mean, Talgarth, Wales. Bloody hell, is this war and peace? He says, I'm a big prepper. I prefer bacon grill over spam. I agree rice is nice. I always have a 25 kilogram bag on hand in case of a civil war or a zombie apocalypse. Lots of people think of stashing grub, which of course is important, but other things need to be hoarded. Soap, matches, candles, bog roll, and cooking oil. Having tools is also important. If you can't chop firewood or dig a shit pit, then you're in trouble. Pricey, you're an absolute diamond, but you forgot the bottle of scotch. Godspeed. Email 4, Julie, 41, Liverpool. I installed 6 cameras, but they're all pointed at me. Feels unsettling. Julie, you've basically built OnlyFans for poltergeists. Congratulations. Email 5, Stan, 60, Hull. Tripwire in the garden made from fairy lights. Looks pretty. Broke my ankle. Stan, you're one twisted ankle away from a Darwin Award, but at least it's festive. Now, they're all done. Great. So, let's have a quick rundown. The screaming strategy. Sometimes all you've got is your voice, and in a blackout, it's your first line of defense. Here are my top 5 things to shout when something goes bump in the night. I'm naked and holding a crucifix. Step one more foot and I unleash the ferrets. I've got holy water and poor impulse control. Back off. I've called Dave and he's got garlic breath. Say one more boo and I'll read you my tax return. And using Doogie's basic spook-proof home defense kit. Iron shovel works on burglars, demons, and overgrown rose bushes. Rock salt and candles. Cheap, reliable, mildly pagan. Loud alarm doesn't need to be fancy, just scary enough to wake the dead. Battery torches, because ghosts love it when you trip on the stairs. One legal self-defense tool. Keep it sensible, not a crossbow, not a Ouija board.
When the unexpected happens, will you be ready? At the Bug Out Shop, we've got everything you need to prepare for emergencies, adventures, and the unknown. From survival gear and water purification to bug out bags and tools, trusted kit for real preparedness. Don't wait for the crisis to come to you. Get to thebugout.co.uk today and get prepared. Your survival starts here, and you can use promo code PPFM01 for a 10% discount on your next purchase.
What are you doing, Davie? You played the sponsor twice.
Yeah, I know. We might get a few extra candles from him. Cuts down on the lecky bill.
Okay, fair play, so let's go get on with the Dougie wrap-up. So, there you go. Real home defense isn't about building a bunker full of garlic or turning your front garden into a vampire theme park. It's about common sense, preparation, and knowing when to shout loud enough to scare your own reflection. Be noisy. Be weird. Be the haunted house the neighbors don't fancy robbing. And if you got your own Halloween horror hack or shovel-related miracle, send it in. fmbroadcast@gmail.com 0749-747-1454 could be featured in our next episode, or at least used as evidence. Great, we got to the end in record time. Good close down. Terry, let's go. Yours is the first round.
Well, ladies and gents, that's all the nonsense we can squeeze into one episode. You've been listening to Proper Prepper FM. Equal parts comedy, tragedy, and something in between. If you've got nothing better to do next week, and let's be honest, you probably haven't, then tune in again for more sarcasm and silliness. Until then, take care, stay strange, and thanks for pretending this was worth your time.
And there you have it. Another terrifying night with Dougie, a shovel, and a questionable understanding of home security. If you liked it, hit subscribe. If not, go haunt someone else's YouTube feed. Next week, waves, wind and what's that floating? Coastal prepping with the RNLI. Till then, keep your flare box to hand, wear your life jacket above deck, learn SOS in French. And remember, make sure you have space in the B&B for our lost stag party guests. Till next time, see you laters. Hold on you lot, wait for me.